Last episode, we calibrated the score. A 0.90 from the phishing model finally meant a real 90% chance of attack, and risk based auto containment could trust the number. But calibration assumes one thing, that the attacker plays the data straight. They don't. The whole premise of a detector is that it reads features of a URL. URL length has HTTPS, the entropy of the path, and the attacker can read those exact features too. This episode, we stop assuming an honest adversary. We take the very same EPSO2 phishing detector, PRIOC 0.947, recall 0.82, let an attacker nudge 4 features they know we watch, and watch recall fall off a cliff to 0.49. Then we buy most of it back. The first misconception is the comfortable one. My model has great metrics, so it's robust. Robust to random noise maybe, not to a directed push. Or baseline scores 0.947 PR AOC and catches 82% of phishing on clean traffic, strong numbers. But every one of those numbers was measured on test data the attacker didn't get to touch. The moment they touch it, that 0.82 is the ceiling, not the floor. The honest question isn't how good is my model, it's how good is my model after someone who knows it tries to break it. Second myth, the attacker would have to change a lot to fool me. No, they change little, but they change the right little. We don't perturb all 8 features, we perturb the 4 the model leans on hardest, and that are cheapest to spoof. Pad the URL length toward the benign average, flip on an HTTPS token, drop a dot from the host, smooth the path entropy. 4 knobs, each moved within 1 standard deviation. That's the evasion budget, a bounded realistic edit, not a fantasy where the attacker rewrites the whole URL. Now, the curve that should scare you. At budget 0, no tampering, recall is 0.82, quarter sigma nudge 0.78, barely a scratch, half sigma 0.70, 3 quarters 0.59, full 1 sigma budget on just 4 features 0.49. The attacker didn't break the model, didn't find some exotic gradient. They just leaned on the 4 features any analyst could guess we use, within edits a normal URL could plausibly have, and half the catch rate. More than half the phishing now sails straight through. Here's the misconception that makes it worse. The rare fancy features are the soft spots. Backwards. The strongest features are the soft spots because they're the ones moving the score the most per unit of edit. The attacker's best move is exactly the model's favorite signal. Whatever SHAP told you was important in EP12, that's the first thing the adversary pads. Importance and attack surface are the same list, read from 2 directions. So, how do you fight a move you can already name? You train against it. The fix is almost insultingly simple. Take your malicious training rows, apply the same bounded perturbation, and add those evaded copies back into the training set, still labeled malicious. Now the model learns a phishing URL with a padded length and an HTTPS token is still phishing. This is adversarial training, and it costs you nothing but a concat. No new data, no new features. You are teaching the model the attacker's playbook because you wrote the playbook first. Does it actually work or just feel good? Measure the same curve on the hardened model. Clean recall 0.80. It barely lost anything on honest traffic. Half sigma 0.79. Full budget. The spot where the baseline crumbled to 0.49, the hardened model holds 0.76. You bought back most of the loss for the price of 1 augmentation step. And clean PR AUC barely moves, 0.947 to 0.99. Same architecture, same seed, 1 extra idea. The lesson that outlives this episode: assume the attacker reads your features, not as paranoia, as a modeling assumption. The honest robustness number isn't your test set recall. It's your recall under a bounded, named feature attack. Report both. A detector that scores 0.82 clean and 0.49 evaded is a 0.49 detector against a real adversary. and the only way you'd ever know is to run the attack yourself before they do. Open 17 adversarial evasion.py. We rebuild the episode 2 phishing house dataset under seed 42, the same 12 house features, same numbers, and train the same XGBoost baseline. Then the heart of the file, one perturb function that nudges the 4 available features toward the benign region within a budget, a sweep that rescores the test set at 5 budget levels, and an adversarial training block that augments and refits. 2 models, 1 curve, the whole robustness story. The house dataset, verbatim from Epo2, make classification, seed 42, 12 columns renamed to URL length, num dots has HTTPS subdomain count and the rest, stratified 75-25 split. This is the same detector you've now seen calibrated, SHAP explained, and threshold tuned. We're stress testing the exact model the SOC ships, not a fresh toy. The baseline fit, standard knobs, max depth 4, ETA by 0.08, 300 trees, eval metric, combo, IUCPR. Nothing adversarial yet. This is the model whose clean PR OIUC is 0.947 and clean recall 0.82. Everything after this line is an attack on this object. The threat model in code. Evade is the 4 features the attacker controls. Sigma is each one's standard deviation. That's what makes the budget bounded and meaningful. A 1 sigma move is a plausible URL, not a different planet. Perturb shifts those 4 columns toward the benign mean by budget x sigma, leaving the other 4 untouched. This function is the attacker. Read it and you know exactly what edit you're defending against. The sweep. Recall at budget copies the test set, applies perturb to only the malicious rows, benign traffic isn't being attacked. Rescores and computes recall at the operating threshold 0.5. We call it at budget 0.0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1.0. 5 numbers for the baseline 0.82, 0.78, 0.70, 0.59, 0.49. That descending list is the hero figure's red line. Adversarial training. The whole defense in 4 lines. Take the malicious training rows, run them through the same perturb at a fixed budget, concat them back onto the training set with label 1, and refit. The model now sees evaded phishing during training and learns it's still phishing. Rerun the identical sweep on the hardened model 0.80, 0.80, 0.79, 0.78, 0.76, the green line that barely sags. So that's evasion. Name the features the attacker can reach, attack within a bounded budget, watch recall have from 0.91 to 0.58, then augment with those same perturbations and hold 0.83. Assume they read your features and train against the moves you can already name. Next episode is the capstone. We take everything, calibrated scores, a tuned threshold under a false positive budget, monotonic priors, SHAP explanations, drift monitoring, and this robustness check, and compose them into one-tiered SOC scoring pipeline that routes every event to auto block, triage, or ignore.